What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds, where we ask, what the hell is up with the Eagles offense? Well, let's break it into some categories here. I want to call the first one predictability. Eagles against the Chiefs had 11 plays from pistol. One was a pass. That'll be the first one that you're going to see on tape. There were 10 other plays are all runs, which was the exact same thing in week one. They had 7 plays under center, all of which were runs. Then they have the tush pushes, obviously runs. And then from shotgun, you had 76% pass. That means you can pick your kid, no matter how old they are, put them in a couch, tell them that, and they can point out, give or take, about 80 to 90% of the Eagles' plays, because it's the exact same thing as in week one. That's number one. Number two, we have a serious problem in the fact that the Eagles have the lowest amount of yards traveled in air yards. So Eagles only have 17.8% of passes that have traveled more than 10 yards. Traveled more than 10, not completed for, or where the running back runs. Traveled 10 yards or plus. We're going to take a look at the tape and see what exactly is going on with that, both from a route concept perspective and from Jalen Hurts. Let's get to it. Remember that if you like what I do, if you like the videos, your way of supporting me is on buying me a coffee, Breaking the Birds. I'll put a link in the description. Let's get to it. All right, so right out the gate, the very first play is Eagles in pistol formation, play action fake split zone. This is the only time the Eagles throw the ball or try to throw the ball out of pistol formation. One time. Then they run it 10 times after that, not trying to single pass for the rest of the game. And also, they are under center 8 times, run every single time. And the most frustrating part watching this, as Eagles will run the fake split zone. So they'll have a tight end over here. They have the tight end coming over here. These two guys are responsible for the outside contain, the outside protection of Jalen Hurts. Then you have the motion here with A.J. Brown, who's coming with a sort of bit of a wheel route here, and Devontae Smith coming up right here. This is what they've been planning all week. This is their right out of the gate play. They want to catch the Chiefs in cover 6. And guess what? The Chiefs are exactly in cover 6. That is what they show here. And so when Devontae Smith and company here is sitting over the middle, they want this guy to make a decision either to go with him or to go deep. He goes with Devontae Smith over the middle, right there. That leaves A.J. Brown open for a would-be touchdown. The problem is that you have 2 idiots at tight end who can take out the DB who is blitzing. So Jalen Hurts gets rattled and has to shake the play here. Now you could argue, all right, set your feet and then throw the ball right here then. But again, already he had to evade the rusher, and the only thing you want to go is deep shot. He didn't really have time to actually read what this guy is doing, and then he fumbles the ball, and then everything goes to shit. But that was actually an option. That was actually a deep throw to be made here for it could be a touchdown. And they don't go to it at any point throughout the rest of the game. All right, so then a play action wide receiver screen, sort of a bubble screen, I guess you can say, or a swing screen. So you have Mechie coming out here. I believe it's Mechie. You have 2 blockers coming here. You fake the run off the zone. Problem with this, the ball is terribly placed. If this is a much better throw and he can catch it in while running, then you have 2 blockers in here. You can actually gain a little bit of positive yards. But the throw is low, it's slow, and so blocks aren't developing either. So the play never really results in anything. AJ's block is terrible. Devontae's block is terrible. Yeah. All right, so then it's 3rd down and some 6 or something like that. You have the slant, you have the out. This is fine. This is okay. I mean, whatever you can scheme up for A.J. Brown on the slant routes, slant god, that's perfect. I think Hurts does an okay job of not leading him too much inside to where he'll get hit immediately. almost converted. I think it's fine. It's really more of a product that the two first plays were terrible, that they don't convert it. But it's okay, an okay play. This just doesn't make sense at all. You have a curl to the top, and then you also have a slant. So these two guys are going to be standing right on top of each other. I have no idea what they're trying to accomplish there. Outside level concept or flood. We have Devontae Smith on the SIG. We have an intermediate route, and then the deep option right here. They're gonna come out here in playing this as man coverage, and or match zone. I'm not quite sure whether it's one or the other. They were playing a man to the top here because there's only one receiver. Looks like this guy is taking whatever in breaker is coming. This guy is man on Devontae Smith. And then he has man down the field there. This is an okay. It's 3rd and 10. I guess if you want to fault this, you can say why the very shortest of the options here on 3rd down 10. But then again, they're with how aggressive they are. If they get 8 yards here, they might go for it. But I think it's an okay concept. It's an okay read from Jalen Hurts. It's just yeah. Kudos to this defender right here of playing that well, making the tackle before Devontae can get any more. Play action rollout flood concept here to the top. Once again, we have AJ Brown on intermediate option. This guy would be the short option, but he runs into somebody over here. And then you have the deeper option there in I can't say. Oh, it's Darius Cooper. Jalen Hurts rolling out here. I think Darius is the better option right here. It's a trickier throw because it's away from his throwing shoulder. And the deeper the throw he has to make, the more difficult it is to actually get it on time. And the ball is actually placed okay for A.J. Brown. Take it here from the box view. It does hit him right in the hands. Well played here by the cornerback. I guess you can say you could lead, or Hurts could lead A.J. Brown a little bit more to the outside. Then again, I am a little bit... No, wait, he actually could. Yeah, I thought maybe Tranquil would be in the way of that. But if he just leads him a little bit more out here, it's easier. But then again, you're rolling away from his throwing shoulder, so a throwing side. So naturally, it's going to be some inaccuracy combined with that. This is not at all inspiring. This is like running a sail concept. You don't really want to run a sail concept, right? It's Smitty and the guy to the top right here, both of them not really looking like they want to do much. And then you have two curls that are... Who are they targeting on this play? What's the... Yeah. That becomes a check down for nothing. Well played by Hurts here. Spread formation by the Eagles. Chiefs are running blitz and then man coverage behind it. They disguise it well. You can't really tell that this is a blitz scheme to begin with. They have two guys coming in the rushes here. This guy's going to be a free rusher. Devontae Smith coming on the quick out route here. They have two deeper developing. Those aren't really options. Hurts standing clear in the pocket here. Doesn't really panic whatsoever. And it's unfortunate that Devontae Smith is not able to actually break this tackle, because if he does, it's green grass, and then if... and a lead blocker out there. That might have been a touchdown. But good decision by Hurts. I like this play design. Trying to get the ball into the hands of Devontae and AJ. And then utilizing that you have guys who can come out here in space. And also taking advantage of the fact that the Chiefs are blitzing like crazy right up until this play. So this is one of the ways where you can get rid of the ball quickly, have blitzers come in, and then just waste them. Then you have fewer guys to actually block here behind it. You can actually argue that this should have been a touchdown. I mean, you have more than numbers to do that, but yeah, good play nonetheless. Once again, not quite sure what we're trying to do here. We have one guy here in the middle. We have a guy coming here on an in breaker, out breaker, and then a sit here again. I'm not sure what we're trying to threaten here. The Chiefs are running so much cover 3 and cover 6. They have more than plenty of guys who are able to cover this up. You're not threatening any specific levels of that zone. you're not putting stress on one single defender and then making one read off of that. It's just, it just looks like you're throwing a bunch of routes out there without having any concepts and not having anything. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell Hurts who to read here. This isn't a great play by Hurts. There's actually a couple of options here to throw to. Once again, they're running cover 2 here. And you have AJ sitting in behind the deep and the flat. He very much is relevant because he's taking the outside release on his route right here. So you can aim this to the outside. You have an option. Devontae Smith right over the middle to begin with. There's a linebacker coming, but if you lead him inside here, or lead him back to where he's coming from, he's coming here. You can lead him out there, so he has to adjust for it. Also an option, but that has to come quickly. Has to come now. Let him make the catch and then get the first down. Yeah. Hurts scrambles for first down anyway, but that's not a good read at all. Again, this is the second time out of spread where we have a curl route and an in-breaker right underneath it. Hurts gets pressured on the play too. That doesn't help. Is that if you want to clear A.J. Brown and man, have this guy go deep and then just shoot it in there. That's annoying. Not a good play by Hurts. Here he actually gets the man-man coverage that they want on a deep route here from Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown, even you can argue, is open here. If you throw him in between, take some accuracy, but in between the safety linebackers here, there's a gap, there's an opening to throw that ball. Devontae Smith is even with his guy. You can lead him downfield, even have a curl here at the top. 3 guys are open on this play. And Hurts just chucks it away for no reason at all. Nice. Good to see here. We have a obvious blitz look here from the Chiefs. We have A.J. Brown coming in a slant. It doesn't have to be harder than this. This guy's going deep to stall away this guy, and also this guy has to respect him. Good gain on second down. Blitz look again for the Chiefs. Right up to the pre-snap here. Bunch of guys in here. But again, A.J. Brown coming inside, and then the curl. It doesn't have to be that hard. A.J. Brown almost slips. He makes a terrific catch afterwards. But just if you dial up the play for A.J. Brown, if that's schemed for him, he goes in here, he catches this, he goes deep, he travels this guy with him, either blocks him as he's coming here, or runs into him, or whatever, and then just get him out of there. If A.J. Brown gets this clean release and catches the ball, that's a touchdown. Third play in a row. Again, it's heavy blitz look from the Chiefs. They've done this 3 times in a row now. You had the nice slant. That was fine. You had another slant after. That was good as well. This is curious, to say the least, that on the third rep, either Petulo calls this or Jalen Hurts checks to this. This is 1 second gone by. 2 seconds gone by. Not a single one of these guys is looking back for the ball. No hot reads whatsoever. You get him in another man coverage look this time. And this time around, you got Devontae Smith coming deep to the top this time. You have A.J. Brown coming out on a sig. You have Devontae Smith coming up here to the top. Both guys are wide open on that play. Or not wide open. The A.J. Brown is wide open. He may not be the first read on this if you want to go to take a shot here on Devontae Smith. But if so, I don't understand why you don't just gun it out here to the outside as he's looking at this. You see it's man. You see there's a guy over top. Lead him out there. Or wait that second longer as he does right here. Devontae's going in and then breaking out. Safety bites on that. Throw this ball right now down here. That's a touchdown. Or leave the progression. Leave that read. If you don't like it to begin with, fuck that, and then come back here down to the sig route that's going, and then throw that instead. But we just get A.J. Brown for no gain. Heavy blitz look. A.J. Brown, slant. Not hard at all. Perfect. So this is the 4th time they're running a running back or receiver coming from the running back position on a swing screen. it hasn't worked. That hasn't worked once. The one time the screen worked was for Devontae Smith, where it was a regular jailbreak screen. And I just don't understand if you want to bite this hard on, if you want to go this hard with running back screens. You see, they're going for it here. They're going for that. Fake it. Have one of those guys goes deep. Like, have some sort of variation of it. And now we're back to the route concepts here that they just don't make sense. Quick in breaker, out breaker. Makes zero sense whether they're playing against man or zone, because the man, if they're playing man, the breaks here just aren't good enough. If they're playing zone, this guy's going to catch one of them, this guy's going to catch the other, and this guy's going to pick up whoever's coming off the middle. To the top here, you have a sit route and then an in breaker. And again, they have more than enough in the zones here to pick off all of that. Nothing, it doesn't make sense. I just can't see it. Much better. Get some misdirection in there. Have the play action coming out here for Saquon. This guy looked like he's blocking. Come out instead into a route. Much better design. This looks so predetermined to be a slant for A.J. Brown, no matter what. Like, no matter what happens on the field, no matter who they trot out there. Look at the three guys here down at the bottom. Tell me their routes don't look like guys who know they're not getting the ball at all. All out blitz. Devontae Smith from the slot coming on that wheel-ish route or going deep. Nonetheless, Jalen Hurts recognizes quickly that it's an all-out blitz. Puts a good ball out there, I'll say, because it's either it's underthrown in PI for Devontae Smith, or a good chance, or he mosses the guy and then come back for the ball and makes a good catch. Does the latter, good play. So in this game, I think the biggest error was Jalen Hurts. I think he had a down game, but not more so than the offense is extremely predictable. There are more than a handful of times on plays here where I'm going, what are these concepts? Who is he supposed to read? I mean, I think the offensive system here is setting Jalen Hurts up to fail in the passing game for a lot of these plays that are just going nowhere. I don't see any creativity working out of the tendencies that they've done before. So you're not setting him up for success, but also there are plays to be made on the field that just weren't hit, which is going to happen in every single game for every quarterback. That's just how it is. But everything, these things combined, predictability, lack of creativity, and the play of Jalen Hurts on that day makes one of the worst offenses in the NFL in that week.